Today we're going to talk about the Klim Vanguard GTX gloves or GORE-TEX gloves. Now these gloves I purchased when I was getting sick and tired basically of my hands getting wet when I was wearing my induction gloves in warmish weather. So these are fully waterproof. They're GORE-TEX line gloves. They're an under the Klim, call them a under the cuff glove. They're wind and waterproof. As you can see, there's the GORE-TEX lining throughout the glove. These are the short version. They also come in a longer cuff version, but I prefer the short version gloves. The GORE-TEX on these gloves is bonded to the upper material, whatever you want to call it, this and the goat skin. And what that does, you don't get that slidey feeling when you put if you've got two pieces of material together and you sort of get that feeling where they slide like this when you move your fingers about. You don't get that because they're bonded. You don't get that feeling, so they're actually much more comfortable. These are goat skin, like the Klim induction gloves. They're nice and grippy on your grips, on your throttle. Also, they come on the top part, they come with a 3M, I don't know if you can see it there, it's a 3M Thermalite installation that makes them nice and warm. They're a super soft glove. There was no break-in period for me for these gloves. They're super easy to get on, and once again they've got a cuff strap Velcro, plus they've got this pull tab which makes it super easy getting on. They have YKK zip-in lockers there as well. But the beauty of this pull tab is that you can get your glove finger through, so it makes it much easier once you're gloved up on one hand, getting the other glove on. As I say, they're lovely and comfortable. Super soft leather. They have what Klim describe as pour-on XRD material. This is protection material. This is on the palm and also in the knuckle areas of the glove. I honestly don't know how much protection it gives, but they say it's pretty good. They've also got the material on the ends, which I'm not quite sure what Klim call it, but it's so you can actually use your cell phone with the gloves. It's touch sensitive. Also, it comes with a wiper blade on the left index finger, which, as you've known if you've seen my previous videos, I thought it was a gimmick until I actually use this wiper, and it does a decent job, and it's great for getting off them freshly splattered bugs on your visor as well. The fingers are pre-curved, the palm's pre-curved, so they're super comfortable. As I said, once again, YKK locking zippers, so that locks that in place. A few flecks of the 3M reflective material, Scotch light, I think they call that. So when you've got it pinned, somebody can see you coming the other way, I guess, if you want to pin it. They get to see it just here in this area on the knuckles. Basically, these are my go-to gloves when the weather is either raining or a little bit cold and I'm wearing my Klim induction gloves. Then I reach for these Klim Vanguard GTX gloves. They're a very similar fit. For me, they're just a waterproof version of the Klim induction gloves. They've also got this protective knuckle area. It feels like hard plastic, but they tell me it's more of this pour-on XRD material, which is their proprietary material for various protection zones on their gloves, like here on the thumb and, as I said before, on the palm. So yeah, that's basically it. I mean, there's really not much else to say about them. They're a great glove which keep your fingers nice and toasty when it's cold outside. If I was riding in Alaska, I wouldn't be wearing these gloves. If I'm in a climate where it rains all the time, I wouldn't be wearing these gloves because they're short cuff. The problem with these gloves is, like any short cuff glove. Let's try saying that when you're drunk. If your jacket sleeve doesn't go over the glove and the water, it's got a tendency to wick down through this area into the palm and above the wrist. So for downpours, short downpours, perfect. If you have a jacket that goes over the cuff, it's also good. But for, let's say, riding in Scotland all the time, where the weather can be a little bit wet up there, I wouldn't necessarily, I would pick a glove which has got a longer cuff on it. Also, one last thing, a little tab there and another one on the other glove, so you can just clip the two together, and there we go. There is your Klim Vanguard GTX gloves. If you're looking for some wet weather gloves, that you don't need them for the freezing cold, you know, -10 temperatures, or in tropical, always raining weather, or Scotland, somewhere like that, where it's going to be that damp, miserable, horrible rain. These are great gloves. Thoroughly recommend these gloves. That's about it. Thank you for listening. Or should I say, thank you for watching. That's the Klim GTX Vanguard GTX gloves.